Took this trade in the A periods. We pulled back and came to the basically the top of that node in the volume profile right next to the price. Then you also have uh, the RTH VWAP there, but I wouldn't put a lot of stock in that because it's just newly printed basically, but it is that area. And I just wanted to see a look below. We already looked once. I wanted to see us continue under this overnight low, which is right there. As we start to break, I added another set of contracts. I thought we were really going to get going here because you can see that delta's just dumping. I'm looking for that node right there on the volume profile. Right there, I take the first set. You can see how we're just kind of stretching out to it. Like I said, I thought it was really going to keep going, and it just kind of stalls out here. And looking at that delta, I split off another contract. I'm going to take one more here just because, like I was saying, that delta's crashing, but the price isn't continuing with it. So I thought there was a pretty good chance that we were getting some absorption there, and that we might retest that overnight low again. I thought worst case, I've already got a few contracts off, and I would hold this last one. I'm trying to get to that, basically to that green line right there. That's an old weekly or a previous week's value area high. So I thought that would be a good spot. And then it kind of lines up with the, yesterday's volume area low there between the green and the gray or bluish area. This contract just kind of grinds around and grinds around. I was looking at the low from yesterday, which I had that arrow kind of pointed at it. There's uh, and then you had the 6100 down there. I was looking at all those levels, and I was actually thinking there might be a chance to add back to this, but I just wanted to see and make sure that we weren't going to. Why I had a feeling that we were going to test that overnight low, and I brought down that session VWAP right there. I'm sorry, the RTH VWAP. So I had a feeling we would at least test that area again, but I thought I would hold this one just to see because we are rotating on this node. One more push, we would break away from that. And that red line is an old low, it's an old low from this, rotation that we've kind of been in here. I'm not putting a lot of, uh, value in that level, but I wanted to leave it there just so I knew that that was an area. You can see that we are kind of coming down to it, right, and not extending farther. But again, I'm watching that delta, and it's just not. So you're getting the volume, you're getting the delta crash, but it's not moving. So do give us a chance to rotate here, kind of waiting, and then I don't like where my stop is at, but when I added to those contracts, that's where I was, so I had to deal with it because it's right in the middle of, I would rather have a stop a little bit higher. Obviously, I'd rather be entered a little bit higher than this, but that's what I had to work with. I thought if it went up any higher, I would re-enter. So right there, it took out that first one, and that's what I did. As this pulled back, this is the very next trade. As we pulled back and tested that VWAP area, I entered there as it pulled off. And again, I'm looking for that green line. I have my first set of contracts. So I want to see us break or extend that A low as the first thing I want to do and get through that old red line there. And that's also the MPOC from yesterday. So right here, I take some risk off. This is what's holding me back from. I'm actively trying to size up contracts, but you can see how it grinds around here too much, and I just thought there was a chance we were gonna, have that more absorption, and we were gonna end up moving back up into the range from this morning. So I take off a little bit of risk, or that's what I call it, or that's what I'm calling it at this point. And I think it was more just the fear of having too big a size when it was moving too fast, but I'm trying to get used to it. So, uh, I did go ahead and split that second set off. I took one contract as we moved down, and now I'm trying to get this last one. And right in here, I take that last one.